What is going on? Darth Sticks here, and today we are going to do a free-to-play update on our account. This is day 185 of the account. We haven't updated this account in a little while. We've been playing it. We've been making modifications to the teams. We may go back and make videos on those at some point, but honestly, I want to give an update of where the free-to-play account is at 185 days. You can see we've got Admiral Piet at Gear 12. He's our only Gear 12 character. Still working on gear for him. Let's go ahead and add that one more piece. And we need these dang injector things, injector cells. So we've got to get those parts. We need 25 more. It is taking us a long time to get those parts. And we just don't have a good way of getting them right now. I'm going to take Darth Vader here to 85. We're going to have to get him to Relic anyways. He's our next Relic target after Piet. So we will go ahead and the weird thing here is, okay, it shows we don't have anything right now in these, which kind of stinks. I'm wondering, there is a glitch right now. It's been going on for a while, whereas if you don't load into the guild activity or whatever, it doesn't actually show you what's in there. And yeah, there's some right there. There's 10 right there. So let's go ahead and go back. We'll go back in and see what else is available now that we loaded the store, and see if we can. It looks like there's 125 of them right there. We've got plenty of material, so we'll probably just buy that. We're going to need them again anyways, probably at some point. I like to, on our other account, we like to keep 100 of everything in stock at all times. Right now we are still struggling just because our guild payouts and everything are a lot lower on this account, obviously. So we are able to get another upgrade on Darth Vader there. We'll go ahead and see if these are available. It looks like it is in the shard shop, but we're going to have to go in there and yeah, we'll have to go in because we don't have enough currency. But I think we've got a few things. Oh, we have quite a bit of currency there, so we can go ahead and get that, and that'll finish off that piece. And then we can go and get, let's see what else is lacking. It's going to be these eyeball thingies. We can get 20 of them right now. I don't want to use that currency really for that, so we may just be on the lookout for those. We can probably build everything else though, and we'll just be on the lookout for the Mark 9 salvage pieces. We'll go ahead on here and apply Merciless Massacre. It is going to be one of the first Zetas you probably want to apply. It's not as good as it used to be. I think it definitely used to be a little bit better, but we'll go ahead and put it on him and work on a lot of this other stuff. Just getting him up and going a little bit more. We're not going to apply any more Zetas. Obviously, we don't have enough materials to do all that. Got to work on his mods. He'll be a good candidate to kind of go in and smash some things by himself or under like Emperor Palpatine lead. Put him, if we get Mara Jade built up a little bit, we can throw her on there. Even at a low gear level, she can be decent enough to help out that team and really get it going. Vader can solo though on his own against some lower level stuff. So with a Merciless Massacre, definitely helps him out a ton. We can go ahead and we're going to build up Veers here a little bit more. I don't think he needs Kyrotex. I think he's an old enough character. He doesn't need any of that. I want to make sure that we're not wasting Kyrotex. Because we don't have, we have 120, 150 of each right now. I just don't want to spend those right now. So continue working on those. You can see the 4 Zetas that we've applied to the account now. We've got Piet, Darth Vader, Geo Brute Alpha, and Luminara Unduli. That Jedi team has been working pretty well. For the raid, we're able to get 300,000 with it. So that's kind of what our goal was with them, and we've been doing pretty well with that. I do want to look real fast. We've been talking about CLS as our kind of our first one of our first ones that we really want to go for. So let's go and look at that team under the default right now. So CLS unlock. We've got everything to 7 stars, so we definitely can start working towards that unlock. We also do have the Geos that we could do for Padme, but Padme's team needs quite a bit more. So I think we'll work on CLS, continue to go down that path. We still need quite a few characters. We've got Han Solo and a few others, but we're definitely going to have to work out, kind of where we want to be. And unfortunately, we're out of training droids, so we're kind of going to have to leave them where they're at. But we get a couple to 85. We can upgrade these guys a little bit more. And I'm pretty happy, actually, with where they're all at. They all need some decent mods, so we're going to work on mods next. For these guys, we'll go ahead and apply these. It's going to be Carbontes. Yeah, we need a lot of Carbontes. Okay, so definitely we'll go ahead and buy these 10 that are there. It looks like there's some in the shard shop, but we don't have enough currency to get them. They're a pretty good buy out of the guild store, so that's where I typically get those, and you can find them. A lot of times there'll be a 125 pack of them, so I would need to be on the lookout for that. And whatever we're missing for Luke, we're not going to apply that Zeta. And we're not going to worry about his leadership. We are going to apply Han's leadership. I think it's the better one. We'll get some more Omegas and get some of those sorted. Leia's looking pretty good. We can do it sub 85. We did it last time on our account. It's just some RNG. It's going to take a little while to get through the event. So the more we can give to him, the better, I think. But we're going to go ahead and pump up R2-D2. R2-D2 does have the where he shares his ability or stats. So his is fairly important. I'll go ahead and do that. So we can build him up. We're going to need him at higher relic levels anyways for a couple of GLs down the road. So we can go ahead, not wasting materials here. So that feels pretty good there to get them at least a little bit further along. Definitely have some work to do though. On these, we'll go ahead and request this stuff. Yeah, it looks like we can get it from Bronzium, but I think our best bet on this is to be requested and see what our guildmates can give us, and see where we go from there. Let's see what anybody else is asking for. Mark IV, sure, we'll give you one of those. Let's see what the guild can do there. Speaking of guilds, I do, this is an alt, so I haven't been as focused as I probably should be on getting into a new guild. I wanted to have some stuff to offer, and I feel like right now I'm at a spot where I could say, hey, I'm working on Geos for the Watt mission, and get into a better guild that's actually getting some rewards in that. And I feel like we don't have much else to offer, honestly. We've got our raid team is pretty decent, getting 300,000, so I think that can be a good selling point of what we've got there. But in a lot of other areas, we just do not have much in the way of, hey, look at me, this is what I can do for your guild. We're definitely, our guild that we're in right now is 125 million, I think, GP. Pretty good sized guild for where we're at right now, just at right under 1 million GP, and we've been in it for quite a while. So definitely, it's a GP wise, it's a higher end guild. They're not as active, so that is kind of the trade off there. And we're doing some weird things, I feel like, as far as TBs and stuff like that, and just not getting a lot of rewards for really where we're at. And that has been a struggle. I do kind of find it refreshing, though, a little bit that we're doing different TBs, different territory wars is different. That kind of stuff is all different from what I'm used to in the guild that I've been in on my main. So that is kind of nice. But yeah, working through some of these ships. I think we do Houndstooth, obviously, we want to get it bulked up. We're going to need it for Executor anyways. But getting it bulked up gives us a little bit more of advantage as far as we could throw it in any fleet, really, and just have an extra tank there that's going to take a little bit of effort to get rid of. We do need to work on Bosk, obviously, some more and get him leveled up more. That's going to help our bounty hunters anyways. So kind of twofold there, and definitely I think it's worth it to have him. We have focused pretty heavy on the Geo ships. You can see Sunfac has something plus 5%. And we definitely want that ability once we have enough materials, because that's going to give just more survivability when Sunfac's on the field. And for right now, we have been using Executor tricks with the 3 Geos, and then our Vulture Droid is coming in reinforcement. We've used it in GAC. It's worked pretty well when we can get to the fleet node. We have went up against quite a few either hyperdrive or lightspeed bundles. Lightspeed bundles are honestly bane of the free-to-play existence, because you will run up against a team and they will just have thrown down a whole bunch of relic Jedi, and when you don't have any relics, it is impossible to get through. So we are 185 days into the account. I feel like we're at a pretty good spot. I'd like to be a little further. We don't play the account as much as you would probably a main, and so I think you could be a lot further along and probably could be rushing towards Executor a little faster. We are taking some little detours here and there and still building up towards that Executor, but it is going to take us a while to get there. But yeah, you can see all the ships, lots and lots of ships that we have to farm. That is probably the most daunting thing whenever you really get into the game. Like, we have one fleet that we can really bring right now to the table, and that is really it. And we are 185 days into this account. So I think that's something they could look at, even if they accelerated a couple of ships and said, hey, these ones, we're going to accelerate XYZ, we're going to put it in a different store. They've done a little bit of that. It's making it easier to get Executor or Profundity, really, because they have added some of those things to different stores. So you definitely can go that route. I know right now they just announced Dingar is going to get a ship, which I think is really awesome. We'll see how that plays out. We'll definitely want to play that marquee on both accounts, since we have Executor or working towards Executor in both. So we'll see how that ship plays into... I'm assuming that's where it's going to go, is under the Executor. Speculation would be... really, they're focused on 5-ship fleets. And so if you move... you could move Mando, Beskar Armor Mando, under another fleet, like a Mando fleet itself, with like Bo-Katan or somebody else as the capital ship pilot. I think that would be kind of cool. We do see that obviously they have a fleet in the latest Mandalorian. They had a fleet, so that could be an option here. Building up our Phantom a little bit. I don't want to spend all those materials on it. It's not the greatest. It's just another ship that can go under our home one. We do need to look at building up a second fleet, but honestly, right now where we're at, that's just going to be a tough ask to really get a decent... Like right now, our fleet is not decent at all. And this is kind of, what we've got built up. Kanan, we can add some stuff because we got him built up a little bit. And Zeb. So that's, get Ghost a little bit better. It's still not great. We've been throwing it on defense, just kind of there. Honestly, most people have either blown right through it or don't play. So in Leviathan, we're getting the shards for it. Or not Leviathan, sorry, Malevolence. And you can see home one. It definitely needs some work. I think we can upgrade it. If we upgrade it to like 40, maybe we just do that. And I think that will be fine. Spend And we have a little bit of reserve left for credits, so we can do some stuff next week. Should be able to get TIE Bomber there to 6 stars hopefully next week. TIE Advance to 5 stars. Still slowly going on Houndstooth. Slave 1 is almost to 7 stars, hopefully in the next week or two. Probably 2, maybe 3 weeks on that one. But yeah, we are slowly but surely getting there. And you can see we just don't have a ton of characters, and we're so far into the game already. If you don't spend money, definitely, I mean, it is a lot tougher. You can see where we're at in fleets. We'll look at, we're in Carbonite 4. We have missed a few GACs. We haven't done anything. Iden is our front bottom. We probably need to move Geos there, put Iden at the top instead. Iden's not doing a whole lot without her Omicron and stuff, so probably could put our Jedis that we've built up for the raid on our front bottom, or put the Geos there or something. We've kind of thrown this ragtag team on the back wall. It has tripped maybe one person up, not very many though. You can see we've built up an okay defensive fleet. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination. It's there, and just to get us points. And you can see kind of doing the same thing on this one. Oh, so if we are going to put our Jedis down, we probably want Qui-Gon to have his Omicron. And then put, we need to build up Anakin for that team. You can see 173 for fleet. We've been around 150 is kind of where we're ending up, at about 1,500 for our squad. Kind of where we're at. We need to work on mods for sure on the account. I think that's going to help us quite a bit. And we can kind of just go through here and double check everything, see where we're at. Could bring Poggle up a little bit more. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly. We've got to build him up anyways for Queen Amidala, or sorry, Padme, to get her unlocked. And then also for GOTB, we need him built up to get to the GP requirements for the Watt mission. So I think that's a pretty good spot there. We've got Django, and Newt Gunray can almost go to 7 stars. Go ahead and get Django here. And go ahead and put Newt Gunray up to 6 stars. And we only need 3 more shards for him to be completed. Actually, we do probably need to go through our characters, see who can be upgraded. Boss can go to 7 stars, which is really great. For bounty hunters to start having them be able to do some stuff. I definitely need to work on him. Some more, give him abilities, that kind of stuff. We've got old Daka to 7 stars. Go ahead and promote her. Wedge, we can get to 6 it looks like, and need about 70 shards for him. We've been building them up mainly, basically for the fleet aspect. We're going to need them eventually for Profundity, which is kind of what we're building towards. I want to go Executor and then into Profundity pretty quick after that, and just kind of see how that progresses. But we'll see how this goes. Definitely the fleets have been tough to do. Get Lando Calrissian built up a little bit there. We can get Mandalorian. We're going to need him and all of his people anyways to get Beskar armor. Mando built up. We got Biggs here. He's got a ship, so upgrading him gives us a little bit more. So get Biggs, and basically we are right at the edge of going over to 1 million GP, so that is a big deal for the account. So let's go ahead and we will go ahead and upgrade SWGOH here, make him take us over 1 million GP. We have started farming him just to help in GAC. We'll see what he can do solo by himself. And then Cara Dune here. go ahead and activate her. We have a couple of solo characters we probably need to work on, Wampa being one of them. So if we do Wampa, Savage, a couple of those, I feel like we'll be in better shape on the account to compete in GAC. You can see we've got a long ways to go, though. A lot of stuff that we need to farm. But we did hit 1 million GP here on day 185 of our free-to-play count. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.